Hello friends, welcome back to Creative Minds. So today we'll be creating a calculator in a Mighty App Inventor. I'm sure many of them would love to play with the calculator and might as well do some math tricks over there. Even I would also like to do that. So today we'll be creating a calculator in a Mighty App Inventor. So let's see how to do it. So first let's open a Mighty App Inventor. To open a Mighty App Inventor, go to your Google Chrome browser and type Mighty App Inventor. And now click on the first link and click on Create Apps. So now it has been redirected you to the Google MIT App Inventor website. So let's start a new project. So just click on Start New Project and give your project a name. So I'll be giving it as Calculator. Click OK. So now our project has been created with the name Calculator. So to do this calculator, we'll be needing few things. So we'll be needing text box. We'll be needing two text boxes, so this is for number 1 and this is for number 2. Now why do you use this text box, but why not another things like button and stuff? Well, this text box includes you can type, it's something like it's like a user input, so you can type your own thing and you can just type whatever you want. But whereas in button, it's a fixed thing. So whatever we do it in app, it just comes over there. But in this text box, we can give our own input. So that's why we use this text box. So we'll be going to the properties section and changing the font size to be something like 30, and we'll be changing the things to be number only. So this only includes number. It doesn't include like the alphabets. So it only includes number. So whenever we click on it, it only includes number. So one more thing is that I want to change this hint. So it says hint for text box 1. So we'll be changing this to type your first number. Now we'll be going to the width and changing it to fill parent. Now done. So but we have typed this thing over here, type your first number. But why doesn't it get included over there? Why does it get included in the text box over here? Well, this is the thing which only like when we like do it in our app it comes. So when we run our app it comes, but it doesn't come now. So if we give the text over here, it comes now. So we'll be doing the same for the text box 2. So we'll be changing the font size to 30 and width to fill parent, and the thing and the hint to be type your second number. Now we will be changing to number only, so that we have done our text box properties section. Now we'll be doing another thing. So we will need a layout, a horizontal layout, arrangement layout. So this is for making the things to be arranged in a horizontal manner. So we'll be dragging 4 buttons. Button 2, button 3. So there's no space over here, but why do we need this button for the first thing? Well, we need this button for the operators. Do we need to write plus, minus and multiplication symbol? Those are all things, right? Yes, to do that, we'll be including these buttons. So I'll be changing the text for button 1 to be plus. So now we have got some space, so we will be now just dragging a button and for this. So the second button for text for button 2 is minus, and text for button 3 is multiplication, and text for button 4 is division symbol, basically a slash. So we'll be changing the button 1 font size to 20 so that it's pretty visible. And we'll be changing for button 2 font size to be 20, button 3 font size to be again 20, and button 4 font size to be 20. So this makes the thing a bit bigger. Did you see that? So it's a bit visible for us. Now we'll be dragging another important thing, which is label. Now what is label? We hadn't heard about label before, right? Yeah, so this label gives you like it can like explain few things, or it can give us result. So when we go to this thing, so it says a label displays a piece of text which is specified through the text property. So it just contains few text. Other properties, all of which can be set in the designer or block editor, control the appearance and placement of the text. So I'm sure you got a little bit idea of label one. So we'll be changing the text to result. So we need the result of it, right? So but where do we get the result? For that we use this label. Now we'll be changing the font size to 40 to make it very big. Done. Now our designer section is completed. Now we'll be doing a block section. So just go ahead and click on the blocks. And now we'll be doing few codes in the blocks section. So now to do that, so we'll be clicking on button 1. When this button 1 is clicked, what is it going to do? So it's going to take the input of text box 1 and text box 2 and give the output, isn't it? Yes. So to do that, we'll be clicking on the label 1. So it's going to set the label 1 text to. So when this button 1 is clicked, it's going to show us the result. So it's going to set the label 1 text to. So go to text box 1, scroll down and check for set text box, not set. Just go to text box 1 again and it's text box, just text over here. But do we need to just attach it like this? No, we need a thing. So which is you need to go in maths and we need to go for the plus thing and just attach it. So when the label 1, when the button 1 is clicked, it's going to set the label 1 to something. So to do that operation, we'll be using this plus. So this is for text box 1 and here is for just click on text box 2 and we'll be changing the text box 2 thing. So set text box 2. Done. So now I'll be explaining the code a bit better. So when the button 1 is clicked, it's going to set the label 1, which is basically it's going to get the result of the text of the number which we inputted in text box 1 and text box 2. So it's going to add. So when this plus symbol is clicked, it's going after we type the number and click on the plus symbol, the result is going to add and then show us. So that's it for button 1. Now we'll be doing for button 2. So when button 2 is clicked, you're going to set the label 1. Set label 1 dot text. So set label 1 dot text to, again the same thing. But here instead of this plus symbol over here, we'll be using a minus symbol as it's going to minus everything. So this one. So when this is going to click, it's going to minus few things. So go ahead and click text box 1 again and we'll be changing the text box 1's thing. So go ahead and scroll for the text. Yeah. So if you feel that going here and picking up the things is very difficult, you can even duplicate it. You know how? Just place it on the, and it's like this, just place it on the block you want to get and right click on it. And you see there's an option, many options for this. They are duplicate. So I'll be clicking on this duplicate option so that it gets duplicated. And I'm going to put it on this. So we need for text box 2, not text box 1, right? So just click on this text box 1 and change it to text box 2. It is as simple as that. So you don't need to go ahead, go there and just pick it and come over here. So yeah, we'll be now again duplicating this. Now we got for button 3. So when button 3 is clicked, it's going to set the label to, we're going to change the minus thing. So we'll be just deleting this block and we'll be going to math and we will be selecting this one, multiplication symbol. So we'll be just setting this. So whenever you use the duplicate option, it saves your time. So that's why it's very convenient for many other people to use duplicate option. Now will be, instead of using duplicate, you can just select the block you want and click Ctrl C and click on Ctrl V. Did you see that? I didn't right click and place duplicate. I just copied it and it just came like that. So it saves a lot of time doing that. So we'll be going for button 3 again. We'll be changing it to button 4. Now I'm going to remove this one so that we can change it to the division symbol. So just put it on the dustbin box and we'll be going to the math again. We'll be changing it to division symbol and we'll be placing it. Done. So whenever the button 1 is clicked, it's going to call the label and it's going to add whatever is in the text box 1 and text box 2. And it all appears to the same over here, but only difference is it is going to minus, it is going to, in button 2 it's going to minus, in button 3 it's going to multiply, in button 4 it's going to divide. Now done. So our designer section looks like this and our backend code block section looks like this. So it's time for us to run the code. Now click on connect and click on a companion. Now in your Android device, go ahead and open a Mighty App Inventor. Now I was clicking on scan QR code. If you want, you can connect with code, but in this case I'll be scanning with QR code. So now I have finished scanning the QR code and as you can see there's a calculator progress bar going on. And now we have completed an app. As you can see, there are two text boxes, 4 buttons and a label. Now in the text box 1, it says type your first number, and in your text box 2, it says type your second number. And now when I click on the first checkbox and when I type a number, so I'll be typing it as 20. So one more thing, did you notice that we have in the designer section, we had given the number only option, and that is why it only comes as number. So I'll be giving it as 20 now. Now, did you see that the type your first number has gone? I'll be clicking on the second text box and I'll be giving it as 10. Now done. We'll be clicking on the plus symbol. Did you see that? It adds the both thing and gives the result to be 30. And I click on minus. It gives 10. And I click on multiplication. It gave 200. And I click on division symbol. Did you see that? It gave the answer as 2. So that was the app which we created today. If you like my video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe my channel. If you find this video was really useful, then why are you waiting? Just share it to your friends. If you have any comments, please do post it in the comment section. So I will meet you in my next video. Bye.